Everyone has a vertical jump ceiling, the absolute highest their vertical can be. You can get a general idea of what it might be based on your genetics and your training history, but other than that, it's pretty much unknown unless you train your ass off and go for it. How do you maximize your vertical jump ceiling? How do you get the highest possible vertical jump your genetics can give you? Well, I'm gonna give you 5 ways you can do that in this video, and it doesn't just apply to vertical jump athletes. Starting off with the first way, which is proper programming and periodization. I said this in a most recent video. Whether or not you love the science-based approach of vertical jump training and programming, you gotta understand that proper periodization created by somebody competent and experienced is the best routine to follow. There are so many factors to consider when periodizing your training, like the sport you play or what you're training for, or if you're in season, off season, or not competing at all, or you have a certain competition that you want to peak your performance for. Those things will determine what type of periodization will be best for you. Learning about how to periodize your training does take a bit of time, so if you're willing to do it, you could put a lot of time into researching and studying how to do it, or get a knowledgeable coach to train you. Hint, hint. There's only so much progress you can make by winging your training, by doing whatever your heart desires when you step into the gym. If you've ever been in a plateau where you've just been stagnant for a long period of time, then that's probably because you didn't periodize your training effectively. Number 2 is training with intent. You've got to train with intent. What does that mean exactly? It means that you're training like you actually want to jump higher, like you actually want to improve and become the best possible athlete you can be. Training with 100% effort and intensity for every single rep. That's what's actually going to cause some adaptation in your athletic performance. Because if you're training at anything less than 100% effort, you're staying within your current level and you're not challenging your limit, then your body's going to believe that there's no reason to surpass that ceiling since you're staying within your current athletic level. Of course, it's important to have those days where you're not going 100%, like during active recovery or full-on rest days, because our body needs time to recover in order for those gains to come through. But at the gym, during your really hard days, if you're not going all out, get the hell out of here. If you're gonna half-ass your training, you're gonna get half-ass results. It's as simple as that. Number 3 is jumping a lot, especially when you're younger. The reason why Isaiah Rivera and Jordan Kilgannon are 2 of the best dunkers in the world, with 2 of the highest vertical jumps in the world, is because they literally jumped every single day when they were in their teens. Since kids just recover faster overall, they're able to maintain jumping every day with no hiccups. This doesn't mean that you can't get injured in your teens when you're jumping every day, because you can. And Isaiah got really bad knee pain from doing that, so you still gotta be careful. But jumping every day is definitely one of the main reasons that increased our vertical jump ceilings to what they are today. But if you're older or you started training later in your life, jumping every day is unrealistic and in fact kind of dumb. You will get injured if you do that if you're in your 20s, but you can still increase your vertical jump potential by being able to build up to 2 jump sessions per week. Max. It's never too late to get your vertical up. Number 4 is time and consistency. The more time you spend consistently training for one thing, not just vertical jump, but for anything, the higher your ceiling and potential gets. Of course, the guy that's been training for 5 years is going to have a higher vertical and a higher vertical ceiling than the guy that's been training for only 6 months. Yes, there are those guys that are going to see a lot of progress in a shorter amount of time than someone who's been training longer. Genetics matter, and they differ between individuals. So if that genetically gifted person trains even harder and longer, then they're going to be a different breed. And number 5, the quality that all legendary athletes have that got them to where they are. Obsession. How badly do you want it? How badly do you want to achieve and be great? Doesn't just apply to vertical jump, but for every single sport and for every single career path. There are role players in the NBA that worked hard to get to where they are. Then there are guys like Kobe, who are obsessed with everything basketball related. So it's how badly do you want it? How badly do you want to get your first dunk, or get your first windmill, or make the basketball team, or get a college scholarship? Whatever it is, how badly do you want to succeed? It's got to be something that's constantly living in your mind every day. That drive and passion for becoming the best version of yourself. Compared to all these other guys that I follow and follow me back, I don't have the highest vertical. I'm nowhere near their level in terms of athleticism and vertical. But you best believe I'm just as obsessed and passionate, if not more than these guys, in jumping higher and becoming the best possible athlete I can be. And I can bet everything on that. That obsession is what's going to carry you over all those bumps on the road. That obsession is what's going to make sure you're doing all of the things I just listed consistently for years. And yeah, that's how you maximize your vertical jump. And it also applies to every single athlete out there looking to be great. Don't worry about genetics or training too late. Start now and train hard, and your vertical jump potential will grow along with your current vertical. All you gotta do is keep training hard, do your research, and follow people who are trustworthy. And I try to be that guy you can trust. So hopefully my advice makes sense and it's actually helping you guys out. I just hope my videos have been helping with your progress. I did open more spots for my Get Up vertical jump coaching. So if you're interested in being trained personally by me and being given a personalized vertical jump program, fill out the form in the description, and if you match what I'm looking for, then I'll contact you back. All right, that's all. Later.